Hey there, Lord Kaz here. And I know it's been a while because there's been a lot of things going on. Received a few packages. There's three I'm going to open today, and then there's two that I've opened. The video that I had recorded of those got corrupted. So I am going to need to show you guys the products themselves and tell you about the vendors and my experience with them. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about the legs. Now, the legs I ordered off of eBay. I ordered them through a vendor named Living Decor 813. And here are the legs. Very, very nice to look at. Um, Even though this looks articulated, it is not articulated. The articulation is going to be just at the knee. That is going to be definitely enough articulation that I am able to go to my knees if I'm smacked in the leg. Um, get a little closer. So articulation overall is not bad. They're supposed to be 16 gauge, and in all honesty, I'm going to have to mic them because I'm not 100% sure that they're 16. Um, Craftsmanship is not bad. One of the things they do typically when they ship from India is they will paint the interior black to prevent it from rusting. The black paint will typically flake off, so it can get a little bit nasty sometimes. For me, because I'm a large person, um, the strapping on this, I'm going to need to make extensions for because this one especially, it's not going to fit around my thigh. Um, I need to extend the top one by about 4 inches, and the knee about three, and then the shin, I think I figured about two on that one. And all I'm going to do is basically make a strap like this, and then I'm going to take it. I'm going to put a buckle like this on the other side and put them between the two straps. So that way I'm not cutting anything off. Now, one thing I found for myself being a big boy, this is going to be um, the left leg. This right here for me, because again, I am a large human. This part here digs into my gut because these are long enough that they go up high enough that they're this is digging into my belly. So what I will probably do is do some modifications to the legs themselves, where I'm going to follow this curve up and over and probably bring it in right about here. So I will modify it in such a way that I take these two rivets out. Um, I will then put a small, like probably like a 45-degree cut right here, and then tap it down onto the part I modify. And that's just mainly for comfort because I don't want this jabbing into my stomach all the time. But overall, transaction was good. Shipping was quick. I'm not real fond of the side wings. When I received it, it was damaged by no fault of the shipper. UPS or USPS had these things forever, and the box when I got it had no packing on it. No, it was UPS. UPS tape wrapped around it, and this right here, get that in close. That is a break in the armor. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to grab a TIG and close that up, and then the these are kind of floppy for my tastes, but they're usable. They're usable. Um, Overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, they're pretty. They're very pretty, which is good. The leg, right leg, is definitely in better shape. Not as much bounciness, but that's probably because of the split on the other one. And again, adequate articulation for taking a leg shot and hitting the ground on your knees. Um, Overall, would I go with them again? these really bug me. I'm not gonna lie. The flat and kind of flimsiness of them. I'm not thrilled with those. They're also not wrapped around the edge. Um, so would I go with them again? You know, for the price, if I still needed legs, probably. These for the set, because obviously you don't buy armor, one leg at a time. For the set, these cost me $72. They're completely legal for SCA use, and they are sturdy enough to take a blow. So yeah, I'd go with them again if I still need them. But now that I have them, would I buy a second set? No, no. But for a first set to get you into the game, these are more than adequate, in my opinion. Next. Now, these impressed the hell out of me. Those legs were listed by Living Decor 813 16 gauge steel. Okay, well, I bought a set of arms as well, and the arms came from Armory Replicas off of eBay. They're based in Georgia, and the arms are beasts. This is definitely 16 gauge steel, and they are well put together, and they are heavy. The that wing, that's how 16 gauge should be. It shouldn't wobble. So these are definitely 16 gauge. I don't need to mic these to see if I was sold what I actually ordered. But the thing that I really love about these is, check this out. That's articulation. So the arms, I would go as far as to give full recommendation to anybody who looks at these arms on eBay. The arms themselves were $89. Worth every penny. Would I buy these again? Absolutely. If I was going to equip a fighter that was new to the game, I would definitely highly recommend these. They are well made, well articulated, and they're stout. I mean, these are freaking 16 gauge. So yeah, with these guys, I'm going to say that the arms themselves, another indicator that it was actually 16 gauge. These two arms weigh as much as the legs. So another good indicator that these are what they say they are. And I'm not gonna lie, these are heavy. For a new fighter, these are perfect. Personally, after I use these for a while, I'll probably be looking at aluminum because I'm going to build some shoulders up using these things. But again, these are very well articulated. I like them a lot, and I look forward to using them. The strapping on them actually fits. The straps on these, this is kind of comical. The straps on the arms are almost as long as the straps on the legs. So these guys either overcompensated or the other guys undercompensated. One of the things I do like about this is it's got a tab on it for armor points on a gambeson. So that would mean I would run my string through there, and this would be locked into place on the gambeson, so you wouldn't get any more than a little bit of movement on it when you're wearing it. But the thing that really caught me on these, and again, I got these from Armory Replicas. They are the medieval battle-ready 15th century Italian armed 16 gauge fully functional armor. That's what their ad says. For $89, yeah, I would recommend that these are great starters for anybody. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with these. They are stout, and I can tell you right now that if somebody said you have to go in there with live steel, if I had an entire suit constructed like these are, I'd be like, all right, Just give me some chainmail to put on underneath it. But yeah, the arms, 89 bucks, free shipping. I highly recommend these. These are phenomenal for the price. I mean, these are, you know, a couple $100 arms, maybe even more, because they've got the full van brace, the half rear brace. Like I said, that's how this should not bend just from slapping it. The ones on the legs do. So yeah, the arms, again, I'm going to do this one more time because I love it. That's articulation. So that's the armor I got. So definitely for this product, I can't vouch for the other products they have. But for the arms themselves, Armory Replicas, $89.99 free shipping. I give them a thumbs up, and I highly recommend this set of arms because the legs, I'm not going to recommend those legs. I'm not going to talk down on the vendor because they were very good. We had a little problem following the package, but it got here. Once they give you a tracking number, that tracking number should start moving. If it does not move, it means it's still sitting in their shop. If it's not moving, it is also, as a buyer, everything I do, I think of the buyer beware type of mentality. So I am, I guess, what you would call an aggressive buyer. Once I have a tracking number, I check it daily to make sure that it has moved. And what I found with the legs is they seem to be cycling at one spot over and over and over. They sat for like 8 days in a facility in New York. I spoke to the vendors and they contacted me and said, we will look into it. They did. 2 days after I did that, I got a message from them saying my legs are moving. And I looked down, I said, well, yes, they are. But I knew what they meant. And when I looked at what had gone from New York to Tennessee, so I knew it was on the way. I was getting worried. When they got here, they were damaged. I spoke with the vendor about that, sent him a picture. He said, what would you like us to do? I said, how about a partial refund? Because it's going to cost me like $25 to have someone hit that with a TIG real quick. And they issued me a refund of $25. So the legs I paid, hold on, let me get you the exact amount. $72. They refunded 25 of that. So that means that overall price of though was like $47. I can honestly say I don't think the vendor made any money on that sale. They did that to maintain their reputation. So would I buy from the vendor again? Yeah, if they got something I'm interested in. Probably not armor, but they seem to have a lot of items that we could use in our little hobby here. So the vendor Living Decor 813, I do give a thumbs up on because of the customer service and communication. Same thing with, well, even more so with the arms, because at $89.99, I got nothing bad to say about those things, and they are high quality. If I was to have an armor shop, that's the kind of armor I would want. Inexpensive, good quality to help all of our new members, people that are interested can look and go, not have to go, oh my God. And returners, because I mean, when I decided to come back into this, I had nothing. So that's my review of the eBay items. So now you guys know, because I mentioned it before, that another place that I use to get incidentals, props or knives, like I know I showed you guys the Arabic knife that I got, which is it's as big as it looks. Okay. But I mean, it's nicely adorned. I think this cost me $30 on TEMU. I also got this one, which is like a feather pattern on it. Now, here's the fun part. I ordered more knives. I might have a knife problem. I'm not sure. But that being said, let's dig into it. Okay, this one is going to be the one I'm going to be using as a boot knife. Why a boot knife in costume? I'm supposed to be a warrior. Man, those guys back in the day, they were hooked up. So well packaged so far. It's not quite puzzle box like, which is okay. I don't mind that. I'm sitting here struggling with wrapping, and I just showed you two knives. So I'm going to use a knife to open this. How about that? Pretty amazing, huh? Oh, and they're pretty sharp too. So I got that one open. So I'll use this knife to open the next packages. I ordered several different things. I'm guessing, like I said, I'm going to guess that this is my boot knife because why not? Yep. All right. This is nifty. Came in a nice box with a nice little foam retainer, which I'm going to throw away. But this is a boot knife because it's small. It'll fit in a boot unobtrusively. And there's also a little itty bitty, hold on. Also a little itty bitty spring on it. So what I can do is I can actually Velcro this part of it into the boot, probably the back of it. And I got a little dangly thing. Oh, it's so cute. He got a little skull. He's a little skull. Come on, focus. Focus, damn you. Well, I didn't want to focus, but trust me, it's a little skull. And I could even, so that's Velcroed in the back of the boot. And I've got a little, almost a little fillet knife. And, oh, I forgot. This is Damascus steel. So it's a nifty little boot knife that is made of Damascus steel. And I wish this would focus just a little bit better because it's really hard to make out. But yeah, I mean, that's nifty. Little guy here, boop, and that's it. It's about a 4-inch blade, very fine. Actually, good for fillets. It's sharp. So I'm going to use this again, thinking to open this. Now I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like because I ordered this to be part of the whole feather motif, and yeah, I know, right? It's ginormous as compared to the other one. But apparently my mic didn't pick up the crinkling sound, which is kind of cool. Let's check this one out. This is a like 12 or 13-inch long. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, so yep, this is nice. It's got a sheath. It's not a belt sheath though, but I'll live. That's okay. I'm not mad at them. But I could probably put a belt loop on the back of this. But okay, it has plastic on it, so I'm going to put it below the camera. Take off the plastic, and then I'll show it to you because oh yeah, that is as awesome as I was hoping it was going to be. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. So it was. I'm going to guess it was made by the same people that made my little one. So here's my little one. I showed you. It's got the little feather pattern on it. Has this cool kind of a split wood handle. Now, the first thing I noticed about this one is, again, leather sheath, split wood handle, which is telling me, because I haven't seen that too often. So I'm going to guess it's made by the same people. But split wood handle. And here's the cool part. The other one was shaped like a feather. Check this out. Oh, that's a knife. Yeah. So I am very, very happy with that. That is a very attractive knife. This is something that I would probably keep more around the camp set and use it as a butcher knife because I think that's what it was actually Advertise. Ooh, that sucker is sharp. Yeah, check that out. That is attractive. This was $30. This is one of the reasons why I chose to look into TEMU was they've got some relatively decent price cutlery on there. So, so yeah, I've got these two guys here that are both big knives. In a way, I mean, I don't want to wear all this to be intimidating. I want it to be comical. Seeing somebody walk around in the market wearing like 17 different weapons, that's just funny, and I do want to bring some levity into my persona. I have the image of walking into court someday for whatever reason and having them, because when you go in front of the king and queen, you need to turn over your weapon or weapons. And I just have this vision of, doing the, okay, here you go, here you go. Yeah, hold this and hold this, and then handing him a sword from each side. Just, I think it would be funny. Kind of a period humor there. Now, what I'm going to do now is open the last package. This last package is something that I don't think it's period, but it's something that should be period. And I'll explain. One of the things, ooh, that some bitch is sharp. One of the things that I believe in is gifting. Sometimes a random gift can just make a person's day. So what I did was I saw something I was interested in on TEMU, and I purchased it. In fact, I purchased 20 of these things. Whoops. Well, if you get these, be careful how sharp the blade is you open them with, because you may slice open the instructions. And yeah, this is a little beast. So what did I get that I'm going to hand out to people? These just looked cool, and they come in a set of 10, which is why I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll hand them out. These are fire starters, and they're very small, as you can see, but so is a matchbook. And the thing about these is these are, I guess you can call them forever fire starters. The idea behind these is you have the little knob on top, you unscrew the knob, and then you pull out your striker. Now, inside of this is sponge / whatever. So when you put this in here, this little fuzz is going to absorb some of the fluid that's in there. And then when you're ready to start your fire, you have a little slot here. You have this. Oops. And then this turns into a match. And then you could light your fire with it. So I right now have 10 of these, and that will be expanding to 20. And these will probably just be randomly handed out to people that I meet. And they're nothing fancy, but they're cool. And they'll let you start a fire, multiple fires, without needing a box of matches or whatever. Because basically what they've done is they've made a flint and tinder in a stick that, again, once that's soaked in fluid, that'll light and you've got a match. So I'm going to have several of these to hand out. Like I said, and these were like $11 for the whole thing. And just to show you, I mean, this is how many I've got. I'm getting 10 more. So if you see me and I have any on me, and you've actually watched my videos, hey, ask for one. I'll probably have them in my pouch. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today, for this video at least. I'm doing some negotiating and talking to manufacturers directly in India. The other thing I am working on is I'm working on getting a surcoat and a cloak. I had to shit can one of the people that I had started working with because they lied to me. And that'll be the next video talking about that and red flags you should look for when dealing with a vendor from overseas. So for this one, I'm going to cut it here. This is about 25 minutes long, which seems really long. But I'm going to shut up. And I want you guys to have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. And please, please, please don't be a dick because the world's got enough of them. All right? You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.